For millennia, our ancestors wandered as hunter-gatherers, living lightly on the land. They survived by tracking animals, foraging, and adapting to nature's rhythms. Their impact was fleeting, their knowledge deep, their freedom vast. But then, everything changed with a simple seed. Around 12,000 years ago, in the Fertile Crescent, humans discovered agriculture. Planting and harvesting replaced the endless chase. The Neolithic Revolution began, a turning point that led to villages, cities, and civilization. People settled, built homes, and shaped the land to their needs. Life's rhythms shifted from the hunt to the harvest. The world became a place to own and defend, not just to traverse. The swift hunter gave way to the patient farmer. Wealth shifted from knowledge and mobility to land and surplus. This new relationship with the earth unlocked growth and cooperation, but it also brought unforeseen challenges. The contrast between the old and new ways of life was stark. Humanity's roots deepened, but so did its risks. The seeds of progress carried the shadow of peril. The world was on the brink of transformation. The story of humanity was about to be rewritten. Farming must have felt miraculous, a promise of security after generations of uncertainty. No more constant movement or fear of empty bellies. People built lasting homes and stored grain for winter. Villages emerged, and life became communal. Neighbors worked together to clear fields, build irrigation, and protect harvests. New skills and roles appeared: potters, weavers, leaders. Stability allowed populations to grow and families to expand. Surplus food freed some to specialize: toolmakers, builders, priests. This division of labor sparked innovation and culture. The seeds of civilization were planted in both soil and mind. Early farmers transformed their world with foresight and cooperation. Fields of wheat and barley became symbols of hope and ingenuity. For a time it seemed humanity had tamed the wild. The future looked bright, green, and full of promise. But beneath the surface, new complexities brewed. The village was both a triumph and a test. The comforts of settlement came with hidden costs. The next chapter would reveal them. The promise of abundance came with a price. Early farmers relied on a few crops, wheat and barley, lacking the variety of their foraging ancestors. Malnutrition and disease became common, as shown in ancient skeletons. A single bad harvest could mean disaster. The environment suffered. Forests cleared, soil eroded, land degraded. Domesticated animals stripped the earth bare. Living close together, people faced new epidemics. Diseases spread quickly, waste contaminated water, and zoonoses emerged. The village, once a symbol of security, became a crucible of sickness. The focus on a few crops made food systems fragile. Environmental damage and public health crises grew. To feed growing populations, farming intensified, worsening the cycle. Progress and peril became inseparable. A reckoning loomed on the horizon. For generations, Neolithic farmers depended on predictable weather. Their lives revolved around the cycles of rain and sun, but climate is never static. Around 3900 BCE, the 5.9 kilo-year event brought centuries of severe drought. Rains failed, rivers shrank, and grasslands withered. The once fertile land, already weakened by overuse, could not recover. Topsoil blew away and the Sahara expanded. Desertification swept across North Africa and the Middle East. For those living there, it was an apocalypse. Fields turned to dust, crops failed, and animals died. Starvation became widespread. The world of stability and plenty crumbled. The promise of agriculture was broken by forces beyond human control. Societies faced a crisis they could not have imagined. The age of abundance ended in dust and despair. Starvation and drought forced entire communities to abandon their homes. One of history's great migrations began. People became climate refugees, searching for water and fertile land. Competition for scarce resources led to conflict and violence. River valleys became battlegrounds as displaced populations clashed with those already settled. Archaeology reveals a rise in fortifications and weapons. Social bonds frayed. Belief systems and traditions collapsed. Leaders and gods failed to provide security. Many societies vanished, leaving only ruins behind. The collapse was a brutal lesson in civilization's fragility. Progress proved to be a thin veneer, easily shattered. Chaos cleared the stage for new beginnings. Humanity faced a painful, necessary reset. Collapse sparked innovation. Survivors adapted or perished, abandoning old farming models. In river valleys, people built irrigation systems, canals, and dikes, requiring cooperation and strong leadership. City-states and central governments emerged. Others turned to nomadic herding, valuing mobility and resilience. New agricultural techniques appeared: drought-resistant crops, mixed planting, terracing. Desperation drove creativity. The trauma of collapse shaped myths and fostered long-term thinking. Leaders learned to manage resources and store surplus for hard times. The state became a tool for survival. From the ashes, more diverse and advanced societies arose. They were more resilient, cooperative, and innovative. The pain of collapse set the stage for ancient empires. Humanity's story continued, stronger for its trials. Today, the echoes of ancient collapse are all around us. Our civilization too depends on a stable climate and abundant resources. We've cleared forests, drained rivers, and built a world of abundance. But we see the same warning signs: fragile food systems, environmental damage, and rapid climate change. Extreme weather, droughts, and rising seas threaten our foundations. The story of the 5.9 kilo-year event is a warning. No civilization is immune to collapse. Our challenges are global and self-made. There are no new lands to flee to. Yet, history offers hope. Humanity is resilient and innovative. Collapse can lead to renewal, if we learn before it's too late. The question is whether we can change course without repeating the pain of the past. Our capacity to adapt is our greatest strength. The choice is ours. The future depends on what we do next.